Welcome to planting sweet potatoes in February. Oh no, not really, but we do have to get started because in order to get sweet potatoes in our garden, we need to force these tubers to grow sprouts or slips as they're called. Now, one thing I want to make sure that everybody realizes that sweet potatoes are not yams. In the grocery stores and in the markets, oftentimes there's signs about yams. These are not yams. Yams are usually, they have a whitish interior, they're very starchy, and they have a bark-like exterior. Even though they are full of beta-carotene and lots of good minerals, those two species are not at all the same. Now, sweet potatoes and our regular potatoes require different growing conditions. Sweet potatoes require a warm conditions, and they need to be planted probably 2 to 3 weeks after our last frost date. Idahos and russets and fingerlings and redskin potatoes, those all can be planted out in gardens 3 weeks before your last frost date. But these are a warm weather plant, and they need to be, you need to wait on these. We must first get the sweet potato, or this sweet potato tuber, to produce our slips. And then the slips need to grow roots of their own. And so we're adding more weeks onto our process. So mid-February may seem a little early, but it doesn't matter, because even if we do get our slips with all the roots, we can put them in soil and just park them in a nice warm sunny location and let them grow away until it's ready outside in our garden to accept them. So let's talk on how to start getting these slips. First of all, you can get slips at a nursery. You can get slips at online vendors. I've seen some where the slips are as high as, $50 to $1 a slip. That seems a little ridiculous, so let's propagate those slips ourselves with the sweet potatoes that we have on hand. One thing you need to do is get organic sweet potatoes from the market. If you buy the regular sweet potatoes, they're sprayed with an inhibitor to stop the sprouting process. Organics are not sprayed with anything, and they oftentimes sprout quicker than your regular ones. And if you're very friendly with your market person, your produce person at the market, they may have sprouted sweet potatoes in the back that they're just about ready to throw out. And that would be a benefit and a bonus to you if, you could probably get them for free. So, but anyway, I have some organic sweet potatoes here. What I have is, this is a yellow fleshed variety of sweet potatoes. My daughter lives in Florida. She sent these to me, and I'm all about the experimentation and would love a challenge and love to see. I haven't cut it open. I don't even know if it's yellow or what it tastes like, but I'm going to try this one. These are your regular orange sweet potatoes, like a Beauregard is one variety. These are purple sweet potatoes. These I grew last year. I wanted to have one, wish I had one a little bit bigger, but we've been eating them all, and they're still in very good condition. So I'm going to use 2 in my experimentation. This is something I grew last year also. I will put a link to last year's video. This is a Japanese sweet potato. It has a it has a white flesh, very creamy, delicious as like a baked potato. It doesn't hold up very well as a cut potato and boiled and all that, but delicious as a baked potato. Anyway, so I have 4 different varieties here that we're going to try. So we need slips. So there are 3 methods that I know of that you can propagate slips. One is the method, here's one. that you put toothpicks in and suspend it in a mason jar, a jelly jar, jam jar, pickle jar, anything like that, into the water, about an inch or so, the root end, and it will start sprouting your slips out this side, and it will send down roots on this side. That's one method. Another method is using potting soil and placing the sweet potato right in the potting soil. And as long as the soil is nice and moist, you will get roots going down into your soil medium, and you'll get slips coming out. And another method would be to cut off the bottom about an inch or so and put that whole thing right into a vessel of water, and roots will grow and slips will come out the top. I've never done that way, and I'm going to just do this, these two ways, with the soil and with the jar. I've done both. I've had very good success, a little bit better success with the soil method than this method. Sometimes you get a little bit of, the sweet potato will mold or mildew or get squishy or something like that. But what you do is you put, and I usually use three toothpicks to suspend it over the water. You need to know what is the upside of the sweet potato and what's the downside. What's going to give you slips and what's going to give you roots. The roots is going to be the pointed side, and that's going to go down, and you'll get your slips from the opposite side. So I'm going to suspend this one in water, and I'm going to put it on my windowsill so it gets plenty of warmth and sunshine, and hopefully we will see sprouts in about, I don't know, hopefully in about a week or so. Okay, so I'm going to do that with each variety in the water, and then I will do one in the soil method. So soil method, you don't really need to know what's up and what's down. You're just going to kind of bury this guy about halfway. You don't want to cover him up totally. Water it well. Next thing, sunny location, warm location. These in the soil are probably going to go down in my grow room under grow lights, because I have more area to actually do it there. So one of the Beauregards is going to go in here. I will do that in a minute. And then one is going to go in this pot. Again, bury it about halfway down with water. Remember to change the water in these, every week, or maybe, I don't know, every 4 days, 5 days to a week or something like that. Keep the water fresh. My two purple ones I'm going to put in here. Kind of nestle them down into the soil. I will water these well, keep them watered, and hopefully they'll start sprouting. This little guy, I think maybe, well, I have another jar, so I could put him in here. This is his, let me see, I think this is his root end, and this is his stem end, and he's going to go in here. So those are the three methods, these two plus that other one I talked about, were the methods to use to grow the slips. Once you get the slips, let them grow for about 6 to 8 inches, and then you can snap those right off right here at the surface of the potato. Take that slip, put it in another vessel with water, and also you can change the water weekly until that gets a nice healthy root system. You can put a lot of slips in together till that gets a nice healthy root system. If at that time you aren't ready to put them outside, pot them up, and they can just sit there, and they will be ready when you're ready to do your planting. Okay, remember, sunny, warm location, change their water, and follow me along as I go about this process. Oh, don't forget to label them, because all of these sprouts are going, all these slips are going to look exactly the same. So give each container a label so you know what's in them. So subscribe if you haven't. Comment, let me know when you're starting your slips and how they're growing and when you plan on putting them into your garden. So follow me along and I'll keep you updated, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.